Some thoughts for those of us who get the opportunity to speak publicly or do a presentation. First and foremost, if you're nervous, it's okay to be nervous. In fact, being nervous is probably more than anything just a sign that you really care a lot. You care about your business, you care about the people in the room, you care about the mission, you care about doing it really good job and doing right by the opportunity. So, I would just say don't lament yourself if you feel a little bit nervous. We all feel nervous. The second thing that I want to share is just resist the urge to be profound. This isn't some kind of concert or anything like that. You don't have to just, wow people or blow people's minds by saying something super profound. Taking that pressure off of yourself allows you just to kind of come down from the podium, so to speak, and just be there with the people around the same table, working on something that really matters. And then keep in mind command of three different elements to really bring a presentation to life: command of content, command of self, and command of the room. Command of content: know your stuff, rehearse. Before we do anything, we rehearse 2, 3, maybe even 4 times. Even if it's a presentation we've done 50, 60, 70 times, we still rehearse every single time. We think about, what is it that I need to say from this specific slide, so that we are able to crystallize our points and make sure that we get them out clearly. And remember that the command of content allows you to be free. It allows you to maybe miss a couple things here and there because there is no perfect presentation, but it allows you also then to just kind of speak into the moment and say what needs to be said. And I really encourage you to think about what you need to say, write it down, go over it a number of times, rehearse, and then put the paper down so that you can have that no barrier in between you and others. You don't want something up in your face. So that's command of content. Command of self: try to slow things down, try to breathe, smile, enjoy it, be there with them, have fun. Remember this when you think about just trying to have fun and smile and being present. Everyone in that room is rooting for you. Blaine and I remind each other of this all the time, whether we're speaking in a boardroom or a ballroom. Nobody wants to see somebody bomb. Nobody is sitting back there hoping that you're going to suck. So just remember, you've been invited to speak. You have the opportunity to speak. You're not there to move heaven and earth or do anything ridiculously profound. You're just there to be with people and to share with them. And so just trying to remember that calms yourself down. It kind of brings you back into the space so that you can actually be fully there and present with others. So keeping yourself in check, smile, enjoy it, look around, and then finally command of the room. Keep things on the rails, keep things moving, pay attention, watch for cues. Watch for people kind of staring off into space. Maybe you've kind of hit the point and you need to just move on. Also, when we talk about command of room, look for the smile in the room. Play to the crowd that's listening. Nobody can hear you if they're moving away from you. So don't try to win somebody over. Your job is not to win someone over who's not interested, who's scowling, who's sitting there like this. That's not your job. Don't waste your time trying to win that person over. You have no idea what's going on in their life. Maybe they had a big fight with their spouse before the meeting occurred. Maybe they're just going through a hard season of life. We just don't know. But try your best to just look away from that person, find the smile and speak to the smile. Talk to the person who's really engaging. Those who are leaning in, lean in with them and enjoy that moment. And so I hope that just offers some insight and some help for all those out there, and have a great presentation.